Hi friends, and welcome to my channel where we mainly discuss thrillers on Thursdays, and today I'm very excited to film this video because it's going to be something we're hopefully going to be doing together throughout all of 2019, and I've never done something like this before. So I have been on YouTube or BookTube for about 7 years, and in that time somehow I have never done a single read-along. But in 2019 I wanted to push myself to do something a little bit different and also get back to my roots and talk about and discuss really disturbing books. I've been reading a lot of fun thrillers lately, but I want to kind of get back to a little bit more of those really fucked up books. So I am incredibly excited to announce the Year of Horror Book Club. Now I know Year of Horror might be confused with 2018 overall, but this is going to start January of 2019, so just in a few days. I'm going to go over a little bit about how this is going to work, and I've been asking you all in my past YouTube videos as well as on Twitter what type of book clubs you like and how you like them to be structured, so I definitely structured this around what you guys want. First, I want to point out, before haters come at me when I announce some of the books and they say those aren't straight up horror, yes, this is the Year of Horror Book Club, but horror doesn't mean we're just going to be reading classic horror. It just means these are going to be horrifying books. The real essence of what we're going for is that I want us to read together some of the most disturbing books of all time. I asked you all if you'd prefer this to be solely on YouTube or to also have a Goodreads group, and I'm actually very happy most of you said on YouTube, because I'll be honest, I had no interest in making a Goodreads group. So this is going to be structured with just one video a month where we're reviewing and discussing the book together at the end of the month. I also asked you all how you wanted me to announce the books, whether you wanted to hear all 12 up front in this video, because I do have nearly all of them picked out. You'll probably see a couple I teased in the thumbnail background of this video, but I was pretty surprised that most of you said you would prefer to hear what the books are just 1 month prior, but I assume it might be fun to have that excitement and surprise for what the next month's book might be. And also, who knows, maybe one of the most disturbing books of all time will be written in 2019 and we'll have to add it to the list. But I also wanted to be sensitive to those of you who are going to be checking out books from the library and there might be wait lists, but I thought a good compromise would be that I'm always going to give you guys 2 months notice for the next book. So in today's video, I'm going to announce what both January and February's book picks will be. So I also asked on Twitter, as well as my past YouTube video, what books you all consider the most disturbing of all time. So I've definitely taken into account a lot of your recommendations. I will say though, we're not going to be reading books I've already read. So if you recommended ones like Pretty Girls or House of Leaves, I definitely agree those are disturbing, but since I already have video reviews on them, they just won't be part of the 12 that we'll be reviewing together. I also looked at some lists online, so not all of these are going to be ones that you all recommended. I did find it funny that one of the most requested books was 50 Shades of Grey, but again, I agree with you, but I've already reviewed it. So as I said, at the end of every month, generally every Thursday, depending on when I finish the book, I will have a review and discussion video in one. So I'll be reviewing the book with summary, pros and cons, no spoilers as usual, and then I'll have a little break in the video and I'll give you a warning that we're about to move into spoiler territory to go ahead and discuss the book for those of you who have read the book along with me. And of course, I'll be announcing what the next book club pick is on Twitter and Instagram in case you don't happen to watch my last video. So let's go ahead and get into what the first 2 books are going to be. First, in January, I have the book sitting over there. We are going to be reading We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this. A lot of you recommended this, and I'm sure a lot of you have also seen the movie. I have seen the movie, but I have not read the book. This is about Eva. She has a son, even though she never really wanted kids. She doesn't feel any kind of relationship with him. And then a little bit before his 16th birthday, this is not a spoiler, it says this anywhere when you're reading about the book, when it gives a brief summary. All I'll say is that vaguely he becomes a killer when he gets a bit older, and so it also takes place a couple years later when she's trying to grapple with the aftermath of that. And I've heard from a lot of you that this is just incredibly disturbing and really stuck in your minds for a long period of time after you read it. And then in February is one I've seen recommended a ton. A lot of you recommended it to me over the years, and for some reason I still haven't read it, and I don't know a ton about this one, and that is Pen Pal. I have the little summary down here I'm going to read, but it's about a man investigating these seemingly unrelated, bizarre, tragic, and horrific occurrences of his childhood in an attempt to finally understand them. We're going to follow the narrator as he discovers these strange and horrible events are actually part of a single terrifying story that shaped the entirety of his life. And I've heard from a lot of you that this book really messed you up. So I hope you guys are excited for the Year of Horror. If you think I didn't cover anything in this video, or if anything was confusing, or if you think there's anything else I should be doing to make this book club even more fun, fun, please go ahead and comment down below. I'm definitely open to new ideas, some constructive criticism. I want to hear it. So please go ahead and pick up your copies of We Need to Talk About Kevin, and I hope you have a horrifying rest of the month.